Yeah. What is up? What is good? What's popping? Cracking, percolating. What's really good in the hood? Man, Theo Butler, we in here. Sunday night, Grand Madam. Y'all in here. Thank y'all so much. Yes, we here. Oh man, we here. We're gonna have a great show tonight. We are. It's Sunday. Hopefully you had a great Sunday. Whatever you do on Sunday, hopefully you had a great day on today. Hopefully you woke up today. It is, and if you did, you need to be thankful for that in and of itself. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. It's gonna be one of them things. I shout out to my elders, shout out to the community, shout out to the Rock With Me Nation, shout out to the council. Because I needed it. I needed it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been disturbed since last night. What the dude say? I couldn't sleep at all last night. I've been disturbed since last night. I have. I have been disturbed. I saw a couple of things last night. Made me have flashbacks. It did. What's going on, Javon? What's going on? It made me have some flashbacks. Sunday night is in the building. Don't want to be rude. Grand Madam Tarot, my elder, my mentor, is in the building. Javon is in the building as well. Last night kind of made me have some flashbacks. It did. To another Saturday, probably a year ago. I talked to Mr. Smith today. Talked to Gray. Talked to Kamoyo. Talked to my brother D-Real. I needed to. I talked to my wife first. I needed to. I saw some stuff that had me bothered. And I can feel how I want to feel. These are my feelings that I'm talking about. What's going on, Juju, my fellow devil dog? Now, full transparency, yes, Juju, not telling, kind of brought stuff like this to my attention last week. And while I was there picking up what they were putting down, I can't necessarily say I was bothered like I was bothered last night. But I'm gonna get into it. But before I do, I want to read to you a quote from the man that's over my right shoulder. Fearlessness means taking the first step. Even if you don't know where it will take you, it means being driven by a higher purpose rather than by applause. It means knowing that you reveal your character when you stand apart more than when you stand with the crowd. That is from one Chadwick Aaron Boseman. I have spent the last 3 to 4 years learning about Chadwick Boseman. I have spent the last 3 to 4 years dedicated to all things Black Panther. Dedicated. My wife will tell you. Hell, my daughter tell you, the one that's in law school, she got to a point where she was tired of me talking about it. Recast the child. Over here on this channel, as well as on my brother's channel, who I sent the link to, so he might pull up tonight. We talk at length about Black imagery and about Black representation and the significance of it. And if you're my age, you can remember going into churches, Southern Baptist churches, if you down south, and you would look on the wall and there would be this image of Jesus Christ, God, and it did not look like you. You would be passed out a fan when it's hot in the church. Fan, it's got Jesus Christ on it. It did look like you. No, the only fan that you had that they gave you in church that looked like you, they had Martin Luther King on it. Martin Luther King. I've lived long enough where we were told we couldn't play quarterback. And our IQ for the game didn't matter. No, you're going on over there and be wide receiver. Hell, we couldn't play linebacker because that was a position that required thought. You know, at one point in time, we couldn't even read legally. In some parts of America, even when T'Challa was a character, you wasn't gonna get that comic book. No, why? Because the store that would have been selling that comic book was owned by a racist. So you weren't gonna get them stories. Stories, which, by the way, I think are meaningful. Don McGregor, a black king. Right in that, wow. Put a lot of love in that too. As a white guy, you didn't have to do that. As a matter of fact, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby didn't have to do that. We allow ourselves to get caught up on stuff in regards to T'Challa, and this video ain't about just him. That's an African superhero. His creators are European males that created the character in America. That character is owned by an American company, which is subject to all the prejudices and biases that every American, not African. Nah, I didn't say African. I said that company is subject to all the biases and prejudices and bigotries that have haunted America since America was created. That's what that is. I don't tell T'Challa's story right, who will? I never knew what it was about Monica Rambeau. I knew what it was about John Stewart because John Stewart was a Marine. So I knew what that was. I did not know what it was about Monica Rambeau. That was the last year my mother took her breath on this earth. And she was pregnant at the time. So I didn't just lose her, I lost a sibling at the same time. Can't tell you whether that sibling was male or female. It is what it is. But Monica Rambeau means something. And that's what that was, the connection to my mother. But that's my connection to Monica Rambeau. That's my connection. As a young male, young black person, that's my connection. I'm pretty sure there's a female black that relates to Monica Rambeau. That character means something. Lieutenant Monica Rambeau. Kamoyo is down there in New Orleans, so she probably means something to him too, because they actually do have a harbor patrol there in New Orleans. And while Carol represented the independent woman, generally speaking, Monica Rambeau represented the black woman who was being oppressed. I get it. Both of them women, they got two different experiences though when it comes to being oppressed. And Monica was a lieutenant who deserved to be captain who wasn't promoted because she was a woman. How many women can relate to that? Black women. Whether we talking law enforcement or whether we talking to the military. Hell, whether or not we talking about working for any job. How many black women can relate to that? How many black women can relate to Monica's attitude? How many black women still have their mother and father in their lives? Right. You don't get that in the MCU, do you? You don't. Now let's talk about this other thing in regards to Monica Rambeau and the reason for this video. She was the first female Captain Marvel. Why that don't matter? No. Why that don't matter? Stan Lee, Marvel editorial department, Carol was still sitting there. She was running around as Miss Marvel or Binary or Warbird. But she could have easily been Captain Marvel. It was a business decision. Marvel had just got rid of Marvel, and they needed a new Captain Marvel so that they could have rights to the name, continue to have rights to the name. Now, Marvel could have created a white male character. They didn't. They could have gave that moniker to a black male character. They didn't. They could have passed it over to Carol. She was right there. They didn't. They created a brand new character. And the creator wanted so much respect put on her name, she was supposed to be designed and look like Pam Grier. Well, if you just born recently, you in your 20s, you in your 30s, Pam Grier don't mean nothing to you? That name don't ring a bell? You don't want to go down history? You don't want to see what role Pam Grier played in African-American history? As a African-American / black actress, you don't want to go back and do that tidbit of research? See, if I don't tell you about Monica Rambeau, who will? If I don't give you as much information as I can, because I can give you the surface stuff, but if I don't take the deep dive in to Monica Rambeau, who will? And when I say me, no, I'm saying the black person. If the black comic book reviewer doesn't do a deep dive into Monica Rambeau, who will? Who should? If the black comic book reviewer don't give two damns about Monica Rambeau as a character, who should? Who will? Yeah, she's been called 4 times. As a matter of fact, let me do this because I got this right here.
Oh.
Yeah, hey. I was expecting him to pull up. Surprise!
Hey.
And he came up. He came up right in the nick of time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my big brother, Daryl. Daryl, be real, be real, be real. Y'all know it. Friday night vibe, Thursday night. Y'all know. Y'all give it up to my big brother. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, what's crack?
You came in right time because I want to ask my brother this.
Okay.
I asked him the question already, so I already know what the answer is going to be. As a lawyer, you never ask questions you don't already know the answer to. Big brother, can you tell us, when it comes to Monica Rambeau, her most significant stories have come under what alias? Photon, Pulsar, Spectrum, or Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel. Origin story, Captain Marvel. Joined the Avengers, Captain Marvel. Became leader, Captain Marvel. Those are the significant stories of Monica Rambeau. As gave up the name Captain Marvel.
Now, why does that matter?
Why does her giving up the name matter?
No. I was asking just rhetorical. I'm talking to the Rock With Me Nation. See, anybody can tell you that she's had name changes. They need to tell you why. It ain't enough to tell you that her name. No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. It's no different than when people tell you that it's just a mantle. Oh, no. Whose job is it to tell you what's going on with the mantle? If it's nobody else's job, whose responsibility is it? Is it the MCU or is it the black comic book expert, the black comic book historian, the black comic book reviewer? Whose job is it to tell you every damn thing that's going on with T'Challa? if it ain't mine?
The people who
Or he?
claim, the people who claim to be the most knowledgeable about it.
So
take that where you may.
so so last night I'm bothered. I'm bothered. And I talked to you. I took your advice. I'm doing this that way. Monica Rambeau, she means something to me. Her being called Captain Marvel means something to me because even then, as a kid, I knew what the lick read. We had all them damn side magazines out there that was telling you what was going on with the copyrights in regards to the superhero aliases anyway. So we not stupid. And people keep playing on that trope that folks stupid or folks not as smart as them. The only thing you doing is dumbing us down because you're supposed to represent us. That's pissing me off. I'm trying not to be that person, but if we don't educate the black people, who will? If we don't, what about the black comic book fan, the black superhero fan that can't get to the comic book store? Do you tell them right or wrong, or you just tell them whatever? That's pissing me off. I read the quote, big bro, from Chadwick Boseman. I'll read it again while you're here. Okay. I think I sent it to you okay. Over there on Instagram. Fearlessness means taking the first step, even if you don't know where it will take you. It means being driven by a higher purpose rather than by a cause. It means knowing that you reveal your character when you stand apart more than when you stand with the crowd. Black representation and black imagery, fighting for it 24/7, it ain't easy. It's not.
No, it's not. And a lot of us get weary in well doing. And if I may for a second just kind of focus and address Monica Rambeau for a second, if I may. Okay. Monica Rambeau was created in August of 1982 by Roger Stern, a Caucasian man. I don't know how much Roger Stern knew personally, other than I bet he watched some blaxploitation movies, because when I look at Monica Rambeau in Amazing Spider-Man Annual, when she's not in her uniform, she looks very much like Coffee. That's a character played by Pam Grier in a 70s blaxploitation movie, for those of y'all that didn't know. But other than the look, did Roger Stern understand how a black woman, let alone a super heroic one, should be written in 1982? I will wager that he didn't. And that's why she ended up immediately being in the Avengers, because whatever got written in the Avengers is what Monica Rambeau got. And fortunately for us, they didn't relegate her to the rear like so many characters in the Avengers tend to be in an ensemble cast. I mean, look how many years it took us to get a dangerous Scarlet Witch. I mean, in her inception, when we talk about Cap's Kooky Quartet, she was getting tired every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm tired. I can't generate another hex. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, some shrapnel hit me in the forehead. I'm unconscious. You know, those kinds of things. And now she's like top tier. Guess what? That happens if you understand how a character should be written. And a lot of times, rather than try to get understanding, we just say, oh, I got thousands of characters. Push that black woman to the back.
I think also in regards to Monica Rambeau, as I said today, I believe it's a continuation of certain events, but I won't go into it. What I will say is this. I've heard people ask when you review Photon with somebody, the 5-issue series. I can remember folks asking, where was Brother Voodoo at? I can remember people asking about her relationship with Adam Brashear, her relationship with Brother Voodoo. Well, if you call yourself a comic book fan, a black superhero fan, you didn't watch the MCU, have you seen Brother Voodoo? He was the Sorcerer Supreme at one point in time. Adam Brashear is a Superman archetype. So when we say we don't give two damns about Monica Rambeau, don't buy none of her comic books, kick her ass off to the damn side, well, what's the chances of you getting them other side characters? What's the chances? Or do we do the same then? Because I'm trying to figure out, when do we draw the line as to which black characters we give two damns about, which black characters we don't give two damns about?
I got a question. If we sit around and talk about characters like this and say, give characters like this your patronage, give comics like this your airplay, look on the cover of that comic. This comic book is a comic book that is exclusively about a black couple. Look, guess what? That's black love. That's black love. Are we saying black love ain't important? Black love should fall to the wayside. The only people worthy of being displayed as having black love are T'Challa and Aurora. This is a black family. We got a black family of, well, they're supervillains, but it's a black family nonetheless.
So my question to you is, because I've never heard this before with any other type of hero, any other people entertaining this. So are we really saying that the only two black characters we should spend our money on are T'Challa and Aurora? And when it comes to the other black characters, even their damn names don't matter if a white character got it after them. What happened? You know what? You got this thing that you say all the time. Entertainment explains it.
Entertainment. I say that too, don't I?
And KRS One said, and you reminded me today, knowledge reigns supreme over everything. Well, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out when, as a people, did we start allowing our knowledge to not be a damn thing, worth a damn thing. The experience that we have not be worth a damn thing, to the point where people feel comfortable enough to come along and tell us what black characters we should and should not get behind.
Well, here comes a question. When, as a content provider on YouTube, is it safe to say you've arrived? Is that based on subscriptions? Is that based on popularity? Is that based on how hard people try to keep you from being recognized in the mainstream, quote unquote?
Can I answer the question?
Yes, you can.
And I'm not answering the question. I'm taking this from the quote. It means knowing that you reveal your character when you stand apart more than when you stand with the crowd. That's it.
Well, imagine that. So, hey, and who said that? Ooh, I bet if you threw that quote at certain people, they'd be like, "That's really a wise piece of knowledge." Who said that?
And watch this. He never said it was gonna be easy.
And for the record, And for the record, for everybody that's on this live and listening, hey, he and I, we are historians. We are librarians. We are categorizers and collectors of knowledge. Okay? I'm not trying to be I might do interviews, but I'm not trying to be the interview king. I'm just letting you know I do interviews sometimes. I may not be the action figure king, but I'm letting you know I do action figures every now and then. I may not be the movie review master, but every now and then I'll review a show, I'll review a movie. Guess whose channel it is? It's mine. If I want to wear a tutu and dance around with a mallet and shoot whipped cream all over the place on my channel, guess what? I can do that shit. There is no YouTube police. There is no entity on YouTube that says you are the consummate master of this particular genre. You are the Lord of all of these things. Okay? Everybody can do it. Okay? Where that comes when you say you are the authority or the master of something, that is arrogance. That is ego. If the people say you are master, lord, monger, whatever, then so be it. Everybody got to acknowledge you. It ain't you calling yourself that. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't choose the prophet. You didn't call yourself.
I didn't choose that. No, I did not. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and I ain't saying that to say no, hi, look at me type thing. I'm just saying that's how it happens. Do you think O.J. Simpson called himself the juice?
I think it's one of those things where, what's my job? And I'm being rhetorical here. If I'm a history teacher, or let me say this, I'm a football coach. I like that. I'm a football coach. Now, let me get more specific. I'm a quarterback coach. Okay. Well, y'all gonna like this one, Rock With Me Nation. Y'all appreciate this one. What's my job as a quarterback coach? I gotta teach
quarterbacks.
I gotta teach the court, and there are things involved in that. I gotta teach him how to hand the ball off. I gotta teach him his footwork. I gotta teach him the release. And if it's broke, I gotta fix it. I gotta teach him how to recognize pre-snap coverages. I gotta show him on the field where the play clock is so he can see it winding down. I gotta do all of this before he plays one damn, or her, before they play one damn game, because I'm the quarterback coach. Well, okay, we comic book historians, Black. What is my primary responsibility to the Black or comic book fan, regardless, that's checking for the Black superhero? It's to be accurate, knowledgeable, not dismissive, but informative. That's my, because if I don't do it, or if the Black comic book reviewer does not do it, who will? Who said a damn thing about Lamar Hoskins taking a dirt nap on Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Whose job was it? Whose responsibility was it? Whose responsibility was to throw a flag on the play? Because let some other folks tell it, Lamar Hoskins wasn't worth a damn. He was just your boy's homeboy, lapdog. The only thing he was good for was just to wipe up the sweat behind him. Lamar Hoskins was a sergeant major, E9. He actually outranks John Walker. More time in service. Well, whose job was it to say something about that if it wasn't mine or the other Black comic book historian? We just got here. We just got here. Who does Lamar Hoskins appeal to? Oh, we don't have any black military veterans? So his story ain't worth a damn. Well, who's going to tell the story about the difference between Lamar Hoskins in the MCU and Lamar Hoskins in the comic books? If it ain't the black comic book historian, whose job is it? We just got here. We just got here. Whose responsibility was it to say that Lamar Hoskins actually beat John's ass in the comics? To say that it was John's family that them folks take a dirt nap. It wasn't Lamar. It was John's family getting deleted that pushed him over the edge. Why was it Lamar in the MCU? And why you didn't say nothing? Why you didn't say nothing? Why you didn't give two damn? When Carol Danvers first showed up in the MCU, why you didn't say nothing? It's easy to dismiss Monica right now when you didn't throw a flag on the play when Carol first showed up. Because now you want to basically validate your damn ignorance / your stupidity. Bullshit. You effed up when it came to Monica Rambeau. You effed up when it came to T'Challa. I really don't want to hear a damn thing from either one of y'all, because you sat up there and you kept your mouth closed when it came to Age of Ultron. You didn't say a damn thing. But now you got so much to say? Now Monica's name don't matter. Now, no other black superhero is relevant aside from T'Challa and Aurora.
Can I ask a question?
I'm going to be pull some black cards back. I said we taking black back in 2024, and I never said who we was taking it back from. Go ahead.
I have a question, and it's something that I find pops up frequently. People who, first, I find that these people are always following a narrative. Who is it, and how are we supposed to respond to people who say things about canon like that's what the writers wanted to do, or that's what the producers wanted to do, or that's what the director wanted to do? And while we are all well aware, you can do what you want to do, just like I can do what I want to do. And people have something to say about what other people do. If you aren't there pushing a narrative, how do you stop that from being the goalpost raised, if you were? Because I can tell you right now, in conversations, in debates, and things like that, the bottom line is anybody having a debate with us is going to get inundated with knowledge. And they're only going to have two choices. They're either going to have to accept that knowledge, or they're either going to have to deny that knowledge. And one of the tactics that are used to deny that knowledge is to get around the debate by saying, this is what the writers want. This is what the producers want. This is what the directors want. Unless you were sitting in a room with them. You know what I mean? So how do you get around that argument, Thea?
Me for mine, how I'm gonna get around the argument, if I'm talking to somebody, because the tactic is gonna be different depending on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to somebody black, I'm gonna pull your black card, because you're supposed to check in with black first. Before you check in with anything else, you're supposed to check in with black first. And if you check in with something else besides black first, I'm gonna ask you politely for your black card, and I ain't gotta talk to you no more. Because if, like I said, if you don't say it, if you don't articulate it, who am I looking for it to come from? I'm just being dead ass. Me and you said it once before. When you put up anything Black Panther related, your numbers spike through the damn roof. Well, that's because you're knowledgeable. Now, mind you, you're talking about Black Panther more so than quite a few more popular YouTubers are. So it's safe to say that's where you at. That's the lane that you feeling, right? Well, if somebody ain't feeling it, if anybody starts talking about T'Challa and you don't say nothing, it's on you. You supposed to say something about the video game, both of them. You supposed to say something about the cartoon that's coming out. When we got Black Panther stuff, comic books and everything like that, you supposed to say something. Because not only are you a Black comic book historian, but you labeled yourself as a Black Panther fan. So if we can't come to you, who we getting it from? If we want to learn about the character, where are we going? Everybody else ain't talking about this character like that. Ain't nobody else talking about all the other side characters like that. So if your channel ain't providing the content, where do I go? Now, if you're going to provide the content when people put out shady stuff in regards to the character, why you ain't got nothing to say?
I got another question.
Why you ain't got
I got another question. Real quick. And this is an easy question.
Now, I'm sorry. Hold that thought. Now, if you don't look like me and we having a debate, I need you to level up your knowledge before we have a debate, because we could probably talk more about the character that looks like you readily before we could talk about the character that looks like me.
Okay. Thea, give me your definition. I guess that's not a question, but give me your definition of pro-Black.
Well, first thing I do is I go to my sheet. Second thing I do is I go to CB4, Alan Payne, and I hear him in my head saying, I'm Black, y'all. I'm Black, y'all. I'm bliggity, bliggity, black, black, y'all. He didn't say nothing else. he didn't say nothing. He didn't feel the need to. He said, I'm Black. And I don't necessarily know if Black needs to be described and everything like that, but I'm Black. Watch this. If me and Daryl disagree, it's not going to be on air. You know why? Because we Black, y'all. We Black, y'all. We bliggity black, 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 y'all. If I don't like the way a Black character is being written, the Black character is not real. The Black character is not real. You know who I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna disparage the character online publicly. No. I'm going to the writer. Hey, what you doing? What you got going on? What you got going on? When it comes to politics, I ain't Democrat, I ain't Republican. I'm Black. When it comes to religion, I'm Black. I don't know. If you ask me, do I give a damn about transgenders? They Black? Okay. If you ask me, do I give a damn about the members of the LGBTQ? I'm Black. Do you know why? Because they Black. And I'm gonna check for them before I check for anybody else. And do you know why? Because who else will if it ain't the other Black person? I'm covering all Black. What I say, I don't always like Black. Sometimes Black get on my last damn nerves. It does. But the love is unconditional. So that's what it means to me to be and it's for me to tell you when you effing up as a Black person. That's the other responsibility. Hey, you effing up publicly. You effing up. You part of the problem. You not part of the solution. Come on over here. But when I think about how people then got down that's supposed to be Black, it's more about being Black and popular than it is about being Black and proficient.
Okay. Now, in my line of work, of which I have 23 years of experience, I do what is called reflective listening. It is a way of letting people know that I listened to what you said. Basically, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. Basically, what I am hearing you say, Theo, is that your ideas, your beliefs, and your interests lean strongly towards people and things that are black. Okay, if there is a choice between supporting black, supporting Caucasian, and supporting other, your first choice of support to support is black. Okay, I just wanted to clear that, and so moving forward, people should know Theo supports black first.
Black action figures? Oh, G.I. Joe? Where the black was at? Oh, y'all ain't? Oh, well, let me know when Doc drop. All right, everybody else? Okay, Alpine?
Hey, funny you should mention that. I just got an email today, September 5th, Doc.
Okay, see? What Alpine at? Okay, well, y'all can drop everybody else, but I'm only checking for Doc and Alpine. Valorverse is getting ready to re-release the Garrison Cavalry action figure, except this time he's gonna come with the white mask. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. When y'all look at my Captain America action figures, how many of them did I switch out and put a black head sculpt on top of them?
Damn near all of them.
No, I love me some meat. No, Terrell Owens got that right. Oh, good God Almighty. I love me some meat. Shout out to my grandfather, Anderson Butler. I am a firm believer in the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm sorry. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm just, yes, it's been that way since 1984. 85. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Theo, you when the next action figure you get, it's gonna be Doc. Oh, superhero. Oh, that's Luke Cage and Iron Fist. That 2-pack coming. that 2-pack coming. Yeah. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, and I ain't saying I'm blacker than anybody else, and that ain't what I meant to say when I'm saying it. I'm just saying I'm black. I take pride in it. I love it.
Now, I got I'm learning things today. I have another question. Okay. If you done said you support all things black, and you done said in this podcast, your primary mission online is as historian and librarian, why would that make other people uncomfortable or make them feel like they need to come for you as other black people?
Well, I would say being a American historian, because we took them classes, American history, world history, and everything like that. We and stereotypically speaking, we could look at this crabs in a barrel mentality. My mindset, your mindset, our mindset, when we linked up, united voices are louder voices. There's no room for ego and jealousy when you're talking about being united. Well, to me, it's always been about the message. It ain't been about me. It's always been about the message. Now, if it's on me to go research the knowledge, okay, fine. Once I research it and I put it out there in the atmosphere, I'm not necessarily looking at myself for it to spread. I'm only one person. You're only one person. That's why we say united voices are louder voices. So I don't know. When we start battling, we're battling for attention, but battling for attention at what cost? Are we spreading information or are we spreading misinformation? Are we telling our people to stand 10 toes down, or are we encouraging them to capitulate? Are we telling them that all black characters mean something, or are we telling them only a few black characters mean something? Are we telling them that every black creator, every black writer, every black actor. Watch this. I'm pissed at what Anthony Mackie said. But as an older black man, I'm able to look at this movie that's coming down and I'm able to say, boy, they setting you up for failure. They didn't put you as the front man to talk about Black Panther when that wasn't your job. That was either Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, Kevin Feige's job. They put you and the black woman out there. Then they got you on camera and they put it on record where you're lying. That's your integrity. It ain't mine. It's your career. And you got a movie that they damn near spiked up to make it impossible for you to get the money back. 350 to make another 150 probably just to promote. You're going to need to get $1 billion. And when the movie don't succeed, brother, do you know who they going to blame? Your black ass. Because they can be like, oh, we gave him everything we needed. He needed to succeed. We gave him the Oscar-winning actor. He should have been able to do something with it. It's going to be your damn fault. Damn.
I got another question.
And we didn't see this play out before where you set up the actor and it's gonna be him. Go ahead, big dog. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thea, if I woke up tomorrow and made a video saying we should honor Marvel Studios' wishes not to recast T'Challa, and that it has been nothing but a blight on Marvel for us to run around on social media talking about recast T'Challa.
Me and you still got the relationship we got? Because I'm probably gonna hit you up and ask you what's going on.
You're gonna hit me up and ask me what's going on, but why? Why, Theo? Why?
Hey, that's a complete 180 from where you been. So I'm gonna have to ask a question. Hey. Hey, you all right?
So more reflective listening. So what I'm hearing you say is that when somebody does a complete 180 viewpoint wise, that is a cause for concern,
bro.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, like,
okay. I get the fact that you can change your mind or you can change your viewpoint on, but what precipitated the change?
Bro, no different than if I came on here tomorrow morning and I did a video, or just tomorrow I did a video and I said, man, you know what? Now that I look back on it, man, the Marvels was all that in a bag of chips. You got a right to call me. You can wait, bro. Huh? Yeah, man, I saw it. Wait, first of all, you saw it? Yeah, I saw it. You gonna want to know, Theo, what? My wife still want to know what, and she not trying to hear it that somebody said that I needed to go watch it. She don't care about that. But you would ask, and you would be well within your rights to ask, because that's not been a talking point of mine since you and I have been knowing each other. It's not. But why, if I'm supposed to, and this is the other thing. Knowledge reigns supreme over everything.
Nearly.
I'm tired of my people being told to fear stuff. Being told that stuff don't matter. Ain't nobody else hearing that, and ain't nobody else being told to go along with that. So I gotta, and if this is me holding certain people accountable, so be it. We've all been held accountable at certain points in our lives. And those of us that have had it, some of us have been better because of it, been made to be better because we've been held accountable. Well, damn it, we black comic book historians. We're knowledgeable. We put ourselves into this, and we put ourselves in this role. Nobody asked for us to be in this damn role. We chose this role, or this role chose us, but we got responsibilities when it comes to this role. You got folks that can't make it to the comic book store. You got some folks, because of physical deficiencies, can't read. They black. Who they getting their information from? Who they supposed to trust? And this is when I'm getting pissed off. Lying for what? Misleading for what? Telling folks black don't matter for what? And who you taking your orders from? No. Frenzy is in X Factor. She's been around for a minute. Maybe if more black people got behind Frenzy, Marvel would do something about Frenzy. Or maybe it was because of us talking about Frenzy over there in X-Men Red, they decided to bring her black ass over to X Factor. Because we damn sure got her. We got Prodigy over there in NXT, NXY. I'm going to get that. What anybody else got to say, I'm going to go get it to be defiant as hell. Then I'm going to review it. I'm going to constructively criticize it or compliment it. But I'm rooting for it because it's a black character. All of them matter. It's a black female around here that's a bodybuilder. Tall. She dealing with self-image issues. Well, that's a character that represents her. Okay, it's young black males out here struggling with their sexuality. And trust me, it's whether you consider yourself heterosexual or you gay, you still struggling with it, especially in today's society. Well, damn it, I'm gonna go get the damn book. But you black, though, where your black ass at? Oh, my bad. You only checking for 2 black characters. That's fine. Stay right there. So when we start covering all these other black characters, we don't need to see nor hear from you. Because let you tell it, it's only 2. That means you ain't covering Photon no more. You damn sure ain't covering Riri Williams, Ironheart, even though low-key you capped for that damn book because Dr. Eve Ewing wrote it. A black woman, by the way. Crazy how we change like the wind when it comes to that woman, Dr. Eve Ewing. First we was fans of hers, now she can't do no damn good at all, huh? Convenient as hell. That's all. Convenient as hell. She good over there with Ironheart, but she suck as a writer of Black Panther. Same writing style.
I have a question. And Mike, this question is for the chat. Chat. Everybody in the chat, I have a question for you. And the question is this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Congratulations to X Jadix. He just finished his PhD in mechanical engineering.
Well, congratulations, King. Well done. Well done. Well done.
I had to get that thing that everybody was congratulating.
Like you love it, need more of it.
Yeah. I said, let me get back.
Okay. Here's the question. Do you prefer your content providers to be consistent with the information they bring you? Meaning, if I talk to you about Muhammad Ali, and I'm constantly telling you, Muhammad Ali is the greatest. Muhammad Ali is the greatest. I believe he's the greatest. You believe he's the greatest. We all believe he's the greatest. But then suddenly, I make a video saying, Muhammad Ali doesn't matter because Mike Tyson is more important than Muhammad Ali. What are you in the chat going to think about me as a content provider? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. And you can cook while this is coming up in the comments, because let's see what happens.
Well, I know once again, I would be like, wait. Because that's almost as bad is me saying that Michael Jordan is the greatest, and now all of a sudden I'm going to turn around and say LeBron James is the greatest. I didn't know.
You know what I mean? I mean, what dynamic are we trying to promote? Fluidity? Are we trying to promote? I mean, is it consistency if the facts around what you're saying didn't change, your opinion about the facts changed?
Yeah, that's possible. When you get more information, yeah, you get, because if you own, anytime you form an opinion about something, you're working with the information that you have at hand. So if you change your opinion change your mind about something later on, 9 times out of 10, it's because there's more information at play. But for anybody just to change their mind and there's no new evidence on the table, that is going to raise some eyebrows, if you will. And when you came in, that's why, as I said, Daryl, because I wanted to be fair. I remember the Ultimates. What, about 5-issue series or something like that? The Ultimates, Blue Marvel and everything like that. But I remember Monica Rambeau, and I know she wasn't called Captain Marvel then, but I do remember reading her. I remember when she got into it with Alpha Flight. You had Namor, and you had old girl, and she turned into the damn Leviathan. Hell, that's how Monica lost her damn powers. But she had some storylines, key arcs there. And that's why I asked you, which we talked about Generation X, baby boomers, millennium. So now is it that those stories, you kind of alluded to this earlier, is it that those stories are devalued because they happened back in the past? But now from a comic book historian, that should not matter. To the casual fan, it may. But as a comic book historian, it should not matter when those stories took place. Those stories are still relevant. They're still there. And if anybody does a Monica Rambeau, Captain Marvel bio history, they're going to point out those story arcs. So what are we doing?
Okay. So far, I got 3 people in the chat that have responded, starting with Grand Madam at 427. In response to the question, what if I suddenly flip-flopped on my material if I said Muhammad Ali was great, but then all of a sudden I started saying he wasn't great and that he don't matter? Grand Madam Tarot said, D-Real, that would prove that the content creator didn't know the content. Kamoyo King, right below her, says, that would be my first thought. Then I would message you and say, what are you doing? Mr. YouTube 92 said, it's a cause of concern when you flip-flop like that. Now,
hold on. Read that from S. Jadis real quick.
Oh, he says T'Challa was one of my inspirations for getting that PhD and getting into engineering. My guy. I love that. Okay. Now. Wait a minute. Wait. I gotta take a picture of that. You know why I have to take a picture of that?
Go ahead,
big dog. You know why I have to take a picture of that, Theo?
Why is that, big dog? Go and tell us.
Because somebody once told me fictional characters don't matter.
You know I was gonna get off in this yam cake, but you called me off.
You called me off. Wait. He ain't the only one said that.
That's fine. You know I wanted that smoke though. Oh, you know.
I know you did, but yeah. Pick your battles, baby.
I said, big bro, I'm gonna listen to you, but that ain't nothing new. Watch this, y'all. Darryl asked that question. He said, if this is what you've been doing. I told Darryl 2 years ago he was the only celebrity I was rocking with. Because everybody else was flaky, flawed.
2 years later, here I am.
So That is what that is. But if I started rocking with somebody else, listening to somebody else more so than I was listening to Daryl, now I'm spending time over here doing like Friday night vibes with somebody else. Daryl would be well within his right to ask me, hey man, what the hell going on?
Okay. Haha. Put up SJ, put the content creators are in two groups. If you got a movie or TV channel, that is one thing. But if you claim to be a comic fan, no excuses. And even if content creation is your main job, then doing some research ain't that hard. Why that man got a degree in engineering?
To me, that's the thing, man. It's like I in my heart of hearts, when I look at those that came before me, and I'm black people. I'm not talking about nobody else. Y'all that came before me, and hell, I'm saying it like it's that many of y'all left. Y'all ain't get it. You got Black Mantis. Okay, Black Mantis wasn't popping up in no comic books. You got Meteor Man. Okay, Meteor Man ain't popping up in no comic books. We sat up there and we watched The Incredible Hulk. We saw Daredevil pop up in a black costume. You saw Spider-Man with one day. We didn't get it. And some of us died and never got it. Never got that black character on screen that represented us. Not one damn time. Then when we finally get it, to me, to watch so many of us sell the F out, and then to sit up there and act like some of these, you know what you'll never say? You will never say none of them white characters matter. Don't matter. You'll never fix your mouth to say that. It's a million Wonder Girls walking around, and you will never fix your mouth to say none of them Wonder Girls. You won't do no damn video talking about them Wonder Girls don't matter. You won't speak out on any of them white characters. You won't. And that's what pisses me off as well. Because you sit up there and you consume that stuff. You consume it since you've been living and ain't opened your mouth not one damn time. But sitting around here when you supposed to be the black person in charge, you have the audacity to sign off on some black characters not mattering, and then sit side by side with a mofo that'll tell you her name don't matter. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I don't expect that dude to look out for me and mine, but I do expect me and mine to look out for me and mine. I do expect me and mine to stand 10 toes down about me and mine. I do expect, no, I demand that me and mine be knowledgeable about me and mine, because if me and mine ain't knowledgeable about me and mine, who the hell else is?
I got another question.
Go ahead.
Now, maybe it's just me, and I'm not looking in the right places. But by and large, for things like what we're discussing, I never see black content providers go after non-black content providers the way they go after each other. I don't see black content providers throw shade at white content providers the way black content providers throw shade at each other.
Watch this. To your point, white content providers just called out Grace Randolph. I forget who sent it to me. It was either Kamoyo or Gray that sent it to me, where she politicized Mr. Terrific Caroline.
Yes,
talking about it was like
political.
Political.
I'm like, haircut political.
If you don't take your,
I'll tell you how a haircut's political. A haircut's political in the same way a job is black.
Watch this. if she don't take her ass back behind the trailer park and shut the F up. But see, who gonna speak on it? Now, see, she a white woman. She a white woman, and she feel like she can insult us, talk about us, denigrate us. Well, okay, who gonna offset that?
But Theo, she's been in movies.
I don't give a. That's my response to anybody. If it ain't about me and mine, the positive representation of me and mine, the equal representation of me and mine. You could be Joe Biden. I don't care. You could be Kamala Harris. I will read your ass left and right. I don't care. Know why? Because I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about mine, as in my people. And I don't give a damn what your bank account look like. I don't give a damn what your position, what your status is. When you misspeak on mine, and low key, I really don't care if you look like me. When you misspeak on mine, I want to dig off in your ass. Because if we don't set it right as a people, who will? If I don't get you straight, not straight, if I don't get you straight in regards to these characters, and since my knowledge ain't just about the superheroes, since my major is creative writing with a minor in communications, and since I studied Black, i.e. African American history, Black fiction, i.e. African American fiction, it's my responsibility to dig off in your ass. If I don't do it, every last professor that gave me a passing grade is looking at me asking me what the hell I got going on. So yeah, it's my responsibility to dig off in your ass. It is. It is.
Okay. Well, let the anal exploration begin. Pause. If that's where it needs to go, as we said, we're librarians. But you seen that show called The Librarians, right?
Damn right, I did. I ain't gonna act like that. I know I did. I did. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd.
Every now and then, them librarians got to lead the library and kick a little ass.
Watch this. Think it's a game? My last name Butler. Look it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's German. And they served up more than something to eat. They was known, historically speaking, my people. You know, the one who I got my last name from, they was known historically for serving up something else besides something to eat. They were, I'm sorry. I traced my lineage, y'all. I traced that one back.
My goal, again, and let me make it very clear, my goal for being here on social media, not just here with Theo, but being on social media, is not to precipitate wars. That's not what it is, okay? Because I am operating in a field of honesty, in truth, and integrity. Okay, if you are going to challenge me about anything, it better be about how my knowledge, my information is incorrect. If you don't like me as a person, I don't give a what you do or don't like. Me personally, I don't care. You could take that to your analyst. You could take that to your girlfriend. You could take that to your grandma, whoever you talk to when somebody done did you wrong, okay? But if you coming for me on some BS, you're going to get your ass whooped, period, okay? And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I'm not out here to play with nobody's kids. We all out here, we can all eat. That's all I'm saying. You do what you do. You stay in your lane. I stay in mine. Don't come telling me what I should or shouldn't be doing. And when you're saying some stuff that's wrong, expect somebody to tell you that shit's wrong. That's called life, baby. If I'm wrong, I expect you to come on my page and tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I expect you to come in my live and tell me I'm wrong. You might get kicked out, but you did your due diligence and said I was wrong. Low key though, if I'm wrong and I know I'm wrong, I'm not going to kick you out my live. I'm going to be humble enough. I'm going to be respectful enough to say, you know what? You are right. I looked that up. And I did make an error.
That's
My
the other
bad.
thing.
I will endeavor to do better next time. You fools out here want to have this excellent, perfect record of being this guru of information. Mistakes are how you get smarter. Mistakes are how you gain knowledge. You don't come on here knowing everything. That's that millennial shit. You want to walk on being the cock of the walk and being the expert, master, lord, and guru of everything, but you don't want to sit down and learn nothing.
And then trying to walk the knowledge back, that ain't it. That ain't it. I'm gonna tell you like this. Damn it, maybe some of us need to be uncomfortable. Maybe some of us need to be where it ain't about whether or not somebody like you or not. Because truly, when you go through the fire, when you get tested, that's when you know who real and who ain't real. That's when you know whether or not you cut out for this or not. It ain't always about being popular. Or at the very least, when it comes to you and your people, it shouldn't be about being popular. It shouldn't even be about being right or wrong when it come to you and your people. No, it's about being accurate. I'm gonna go back to it. I don't even understand how at the end of the day somebody can fix their mouth to tell a brother or a sister that anything about Monica Rambeau don't matter. I don't know how anybody can tell you that, because let me go ahead and keep it a buck. Monica Rambeau can't be seen like no sidekick to Carol Danvers if she ain't written like that in the damn MCU. See, if we gonna talk about Monica Rambeau, talk about how she was written in MCU and how they had her looking up to Auntie damn Carol while she was sitting up there, her and Maria talking about their friendship and how long they ain't been friends worth a damn. You a comic book fan. Why your ass didn't call that out? Why your ass didn't call that out? Instead of talking about, oh, it don't matter. Yes, it do matter. Because that's history. You should have said something instead of kissing somebody's ass.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm saying it because you stood right there and said it. I asked for a reason. Why in the hell would you say this? You got people looking up at you, going up for every damn thing you say without even checking behind it. You know the history of this damn character and you don't say a damn thing. That's got me pissed. Why in the hell is her mama dressing around like Carol, cosplaying as Carol? Why you didn't say nothing? But you want to, here we go. The interview in regards to that dude about Monica Rambeau, just like I don't want to see Jamel Hill do another damn interview with Anthony Mackie unless we talking about his comment regarding Black Panther. Just like I don't want to see or hear from Anthony Mackie in regards to another interview unless he's talking about that statement in regards to Black Panther. I don't want to hear a damn thing about Monica Rambeau from any of y'all until y'all can tell me why the fuck y'all didn't say nothing about Frank and about the first damn movie. And before you comment, you need to show me proof. Because all y'all acting like a bunch of bitches right now when it comes to that. And I said it and I ain't taking it back. Rolling over. You supposed to be leaders in the Black damn community. You let this damn Jerry Heller come in here and tell you what the fuck to do. I'm sorry. I tried.
Did he say Jerry Heller?
Let his ass walk. You got Drake and Jerry Heller walking around here telling Black people how to think and fucking act, and y'all going right along with it. Yeah, I'm pissed.
He got a Jerry Heller.
Jerry Heller and Drake. That's what they're acting like. Kevin Feige is Kevin Heller. Yeah. That's Jerry Heller, Kevin Feige, and the other dude is damn Drake, sitting in the same damn country. Hey. And y'all sitting around here running behind, kissing their ass. Yeah, I'm pissed. And I don't give a damn. We can run it.
Paul Martin's comment, 444. This may be controversial, but why do we have to give Shuri and Riri the respect that Monica isn't given? Between Shuri, Riri, and Monica, which one of those characters showed up first canonically? Why? That's like giving Aquaman and Hawkman the respect that Superman deserves.
Watch this. So Misty Knight don't matter to me, cause she been around for a minute. I ain't get me no damn Misty Knight till I'm watching damn Netflix. I shouldn't care about Misty Knight. Hold on, we talking about black representation and black imagery. Oh, good Lord Almighty Jesus, I don't want to do this right here. So damn the role for Misty Knight. Damn the role for Luke Cage. Because we talk about black representation and black imagery. See, we want to talk about Monica Rambeau. Where the fuck is the role for her damn daddy? Where's the role for that actor? We can't get Keith David to play the role of Monica Rambeau's daddy. We can't get Tyler Perry to play that damn role. See, if we gonna talk, I might not be the one you need to be talking to, because I got smoke. We say we want all these actors, because see, let the dude over my right shoulder talk about it. He said it was supposed to be all of us, not some of us. But somewhere along the line, those that call ourselves to be doing this for Chadwick Boseman, oh, we didn't got to be some choosy mofos, huh? We didn't got to be choosy. See, y'all forgot. He sit right there. You forget his quotes are on damn line. Some of y'all done built your damn platform off of talking about this damn dude. But you know what you ain't built your platform on? Walking in his damn shoes. You know what you ain't built your platform on? Standing 10 toes down like he did. No, you'll tell people, oh, don't fear that. He didn't walk with fear. And that's the other damn thing. I don't know how to be afraid of a damn thing Marvel got going on or anybody else when the dude that was fighting cancer didn't care. He didn't give two damns. It was black imagery and black representation. It wasn't about selling out black. About being knowledgeable. Not just being content with what you knew. Not being told what you could and couldn't do and riding along with it. No, he wasn't a part of the get along game. From day one, I'm challenging every damn thing. If it ain't right about black, I ain't doing that. Bars.
If it ain't right about black, I ain't doing that. If it
him and Michael J. White both.
If it ain't about, huh?
I said him and Michael J. White both. Yeah. So I'm pissed. I don't give a damn what you got to say. And I'm saying it because I want everybody to know. You can come looking for me. As somebody said, I ain't hard to find. I'm not. And I'm pissed. But I'm also knowledgeable. Y'all effed up. You've been effing up since last year. I don't know why y'all feel the need to keep damn trolling or feeling the need to like, oh, we gonna undermine them. But I'm from the F around and find out committee.
At least
I'm
had
a card carrying member.
At least had the balls to walk up to me and say, I don't think you shit. You know what I'm saying? At least had the balls to do it. Stop, throwing low-key, of course, quiet as kept. If I'm giving you this much trouble and I ain't even got 1,000 subs.
Right. We ain't rocking like that.
Just think how much trouble I'm going to give you with a quiet kept. Maybe that's.
But you know what? Our platform is built off of being consistent. Our platform is built off of being knowledgeable. Yeah, it's built off of being entertaining too. But you know what we ain't ever got to worry about on our platform? We ain't ever got to worry about somebody coming and saying we flip-flopping. Yeah, somebody might come and say, oh, y'all being too passionate. But ain't nobody ever going to come on there and say, oh, y'all flip-flopping. Oh, no, that's not what's going to happen. We ain't never got to worry about somebody questioning our blackness. We ain't got to worry about somebody coming on our channel questioning our knowledge unless they anti-recast and they just want to get their 5 seconds of fame. Questioning our knowledge about, watch this, any comic book character. Any comic.
And I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem saying, yeah, you right about that. If you're right about that. I can't impress that enough. I am not omniscient. You know what I'm saying? I don't see and know everything. If somebody comes to me and says, actually, this is what happened with this. And if that's correct, I ain't got no problem retracting.
And then watch
all. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this. It ain't just about Marvel DC. Watch this. Shameless plug again. Advent Comics, Epiphany Engine, a black crossover event. Who's part of it? Greg Burnham. Okay, so it ain't just about what we like.
So that crossover event don't have T'Challa and Aurora in it, does it?
Nope.
Oh, so by some people's proxy, it don't matter.
It don't matter. Now watch this. Me and Daryl, we don't have an interview set up with anybody from Advent Comics. We don't work for them. Ain't nobody banged that line talking about, hey, we wouldn't mind doing an interview. No, they black. They black. Now it might be like, well, damn, they should at least hit y'all up. Well, that's on them. But at the end of the day, they black. It's a black comic book company. Black heroes, black publishers, black creators. Okay, well, we shouting it out. Why? Because it's blickety, blick, blick, black, black, but blackety, black, black.
And see now, right now, there is interaction in the chat about Supercell.
See?
Okay. And I ain't the black expert. I just saw some black stuff and I said, I'm gonna share this with my black people.
See?
That's what that expert or no, I'm gonna drop it first. I binged the show. It was good to me, and I'm sharing.
We share
more, nothing less.
That's what we do. We share. We said we taking black back. We share action figure ideas. We share merch ideas. We share custom ideas. We share comic book ideas. Hell, me and D Real, and because of D Real, Gray might be getting ready to jump on it too, looking at taking a comic book writing class from Jonathan Mayberry. We share. we share. Why? Because
sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, and it's about growing the knowledge. It's about growing the knowledge.
You said it's about growing the knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And knowledge does what?
Reign supreme.
Reign supreme over nearly everyone. Okay, so if you got more knowledge, why aren't you seeking knowledge? Not the opposite of knowledge. Nice Thrasher sold damn well in the #1 media market, but we get a race swapped Wonder Man instead. Night Thrasher sold damn well. Did it?
Look, did we contribute to that?
Okay. Okay. Here's something right here. He said Night Thrasher sold damn well in the #1 media market. And guess what? Me and Theo didn't really care for Night Thrasher.
We did review it though.
But can you find a video about Night Thrasher on Theo's page? Yep. Can you find a Night Thrasher video on my page? Yep. So it ain't about whether I like black or not. Represent that.
NYC is sold out in a bunch of stores. Listen, we sat up here, we bought issues 1 through 4. We got the Night Thrasher action figure. We thinking we finna get the new Warriors as a superhero team, and he show up on the Avengers. And watch this. So that's the DEI team. That's what you call it. You call it the DEI team, and I'm sitting up here looking at brothers. I'm gonna throw my flag down. That ain't no different than them brothers sitting around Drake and them other cats when they be writing them lyrics.
Well, look at him.
That dude called that the DEI Avengers. Sean, that's a racist statement in and of itself. Shang-Chi is on that team. Monica Rambeau is on that team. Night Thrasher is on that team. Hercules is a member of the LGBTQ plus, so he falls up under that umbrella as well. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, the Latino dude is on that team, right?
Living Lightning. Yep.
He's on that team. So that's 5 minorities right there. And somebody had the audacity to call them the DEI Avengers. So if you sitting around that person, you hanging around that person, that's your homeboy, you ain't, oh, that's why I call him Drake. You ain't no different than Crody. You ain't no different. You sitting right up there and letting that dude disparage people that look like you, and you ain't holding them accountable. That's why he feel like that.
Javon Blitz said the 2016 run of Nighthawk is underrated too.
He low-key right, because that's the Black Kyle Richmond.
That's the one with the black suit with the feather-looking body armor and the night goggle eyes. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
He not lying. He not lying. He not lying. And that's the other thing. When we talk about these characters, right? Okay, well, Creed, I reviewed it. Okay, Night Thrasher, we both jumped on that one. You got Philadelphia, and you got Harriet Tubman. Okay, let's see.
And when all of these come in, I'm gonna do this.
You got that one. Now you got me plugged in on the Harriet Tubman. You got the Philadelphia and everything like that. And I'm following Jon Stewart, right? Exiled and everything like that. These black heroes, right? Black hero. We got Exiled and everything like that. And then, because I ain't seen it nowhere else, Static, you know, the new Dakota verse, right? I gotta finish that series. And then we got Icon versus Hardware with Rocket in it. I gotta finish that series, right? These black heroes, they not Marvel. Okay, well, where else you getting them from? Because no disrespect, no disrespect and no shade to nobody. I ain't seen it. I know I looked for Exile. I didn't see it. I don't know how many people getting ready to review a Nazi Boys. I don't. I know we probably not gonna get it some places though. And so if we don't talk about these black characters, regardless of who created them, if we don't talk about the black
boy, Nazi Boy is Dark Horse, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. If we don't talk about it, who will? Who feel inclined to? Because mind you, everybody and their mama gonna talk about T'Challa. They always do. Yeah, we kept saying that. Everybody, Ernie gonna talk about T'Challa. Everybody that's a comic book reviewer is gonna talk about T'Challa. When Aurora comic book drops, everybody and their mama gonna talk about it. Do you know why? Because they already popular. They already popular. They you can say they need to shine, but soon as Storm 1 drops, every comic book reviewer, regardless of who they are, is reviewing that damn comic book. Then what's going to wind up happening, they may or may not buy issue 2 or issue 3. Why? Because they weren't checking for her. No way. They just wanted to bump off the first issue. While meanwhile, me and Daryl will be trucking right along with issue 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Somebody will tell you her comics don't sell well, instead of telling you Heroes at Marvel.com okay to print. They'll tell you to be conservative. Me and Darren gonna tell you right in.
And low key, y'all, I mean interrupt you, but low key, y'all, bruh, this shit is fire. Dude,
wait, where you got that from? Comic book store?
The Godhood Comics.
I'm saying comic book store or God? You say I gotta go online.
I ordered it.
Is it in the comic book store?
It ain't in my comic book store. It might be in your comic. That's why I ordered it, because it ain't in my comic book store. And now I know. I saw a link.
What is it called?
The Antagonists. And I can tell you right now, if you don't go and order, they 4 issues deep right now, 4 or 5. If you don't order it online and get all the issues, you aren't going to be able to go to their page and order it, because they aren't going to have more of it until like September.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a
But
minute.
they all on eBay.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might be able to pull up to the. I might need to call some people tomorrow. I might need to call my comic book store tomorrow.
Yeah.
I might need to hit them up.
Cause basically the whole premise of it is they some ass kicking villains. What if? Oh, here you go. What if?
I see it right here. Because sometimes you got to be the effing bad guy.
Yeah. What if Supergirl and Charles Xavier linked up? Yeah. That's basically what you're dealing with. They snatched the president out of the White House, took him up in the air, and said, "Give us the nuclear launch code." And he was like, "Never." And then old boy was like, "I don't need to torture you for him. I'm a telepath. When I said, 'Give me the launch codes,' they popped in your head, and I got him. Now I got him." And they just dropped it.
I'm gonna check that big dog.
This book is cold, man. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Listen, Linda, look at that.
Couldn't wait, could you?
That video always had me laughing. I see it right here, so I'm gonna have to make the phone call. Hey, tomorrow. Hey, so word on the street, y'all got some antagonists? Y'all got some? Yeah, let me get it.
Bruh,
but what are we doing? If you know us growers and sharing is caring, and my brother D Real, the antagonist been on my wish list for a minute. I need to get my money up so I can support Black indie comics again. That's what we talking about. Did y'all stick with Luke Cage? Mr. Martin, I bought all the issues of Gang War, Luke Cage. I did. I was reviewing some of it. It wasn't generating the numbers.
I did. That right there. That. Wasn't nobody checking for it. Wasn't nobody checking for it. Okay, everybody had the flat. I don't like that purple uniform. His bald head sticking out. Oh, this is. Y'all have spoken, not me.
I don't want nobody to think we nobody. We buy the comics. It's just one of the things where, like, if we buying it and ain't nobody reviewing it, it don't make no sense for us to keep talking about it.
Period.
That's look. We ain't trying to do that.
And we done told you a number of times the effort that goes into making a comic review based video. Maybe not so much anymore these days, but still, a little more effort than what you might think.
Hell, some of us got the Daredevil Gang War related run. We got it. It's just one of those things where if we put it out there and it ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing, that negatively impacts our numbers. Negatively. Because they look at the watch time.
Too, Javon Bliss.
Go ahead, B-Dog. Hold on.
Nightmare Blog. Nita Hawes, by the way, shows up in Philadelphia. Yeah. So all the more reason to pick up Philadelphia. Rodney Barnes, excellent writing. Excellent writing, by the way. And the story in Philadelphia from issue 1 all the way up to, like, I want to say, like, issue 25. That's one night. or a couple of nights. A whole bunch of stuff goes on in a couple of nights. You see what I'm saying? I would say, like, over the course of a week, issue like 1 through 25 is that whole week. You know what I'm saying? And shit is jumping off. You know, I need to get back into that. And what I'm gonna start doing with the Philadelphia reviews, I'm gonna give y'all like 3-4 issues, like back to back, because it's like the fight start in like issue 11 and run through issue 18. Same fight. run like a couple issues. So it's an ongoing thing. So yeah, when I get back into that. Thank you, Javon, for mentioning Nita Hawes. But Nita Hawes, Nightmare Blog, she's basically I think it's her son or a brother or something. His ghost is like hanging out with her, and she's like a paranormal investigator, more kind of like Hellboy without the demon power. So
what Juju has this right here, and I don't want to speak on this. As comic book reviewers, critics, if you will, Juju raises an interesting point. I got the Luke Cage Gang War trade paperback, wasn't feeling it. Juju, we weren't even. But this is when it's incumbent upon us as responsible Black comic book reviewers to provide constructive feedback to the writer or Marvel. The comic, it's not enough to just say, oh, well, we don't want no Luke Cage. No, we want him. You just not writing him right. And we need to be able to articulate what's wrong with the character. That's how you get the character written properly. No different than what we did with Jonathan Ridley, because we know what that was. Jonathan Ridley was sent out there to do a hit piece on T'Challa. Well, we need to know, based on the way he was writing that character, we were supposed to get tired of T'Challa. We were supposed to say, well, we don't want T'Challa no more. No. We don't want John Ridley. Get him the hell away from this comic book. Don't put him on any more Black projects whatsoever, or we're not going to deal with it. They got rid of John Ridley. They brought T'Challa back. That's what we do in regards to all the Black characters. No, if the writer don't know how to write, but mind you, watch this. When we were talking about T'Challa being written incorrectly, certain people never wanted to look at the editor. You remember that? They never wanted to look at C.B. Cebulski. They never wanted to call out Will Moss. And I was like, no. I'm looking at the owner and the general manager, because if the team keep failing, regardless of what head coach you bring in, regardless of what players you put on the team, the owner and the manager still there, I'm looking at them. Well, what do we do? Whether C.B. Cebulski ever verbally acknowledges us or not, we can all say there has been more time and attention placed on T'Challa from the comic book side of the house than there was prior to. There's a lot of care and concern going on with this character. And people to tell you, try and trivialize it, make it look like it ain't what it is. No, your ass just can't read. Your ass can't appreciate nothing before your ass was born.
Look at it, Theo. I got a dip, brother.
You go ahead.
I appreciate you, and I will be waiting in the wings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Down for whatever.
I got you, big bro. I'm gonna holler at you. Take care.
Nation. Peace.
So yeah, we got that. The irony about Cage. Same with Night Thrasher. Absolutely. Same with them. It's on us. Consume the content. Provide constructive criticism. That's what that is. Telling the writer, oh, you suck, you don't know. You should be, if the writer suck, you should be able to tell the writer why they suck. You should be able to articulate what, especially if you're a fan of the character. What's wrong with this? Oh, okay. Well, that's what we did with Night Thrasher. We can do that with Luke Cage too if y'all want to, because I could. But like I said, the comic book review wasn't worth it. But what I could do is a overall breakdown of all 4 issues, do a live and tell y'all what's wrong with it, what I didn't like about it. We can go with that, but it don't do me no good whatsoever to review them comics one at a time. I don't do no good at all. The irony about Cage is that he actually fits better in teen books, despite naysayers. He was dope in the Defenders back in the day. Same with Usher and his Heroes for Hire. He's pretty good in the Avengers too. He was. He's pretty good in the Avengers. Peace out, Prophet. Yes, sir. Be back soon. Got to make a run with the wifey. That's where I'm looking to y'all for Luke Cage info. I never followed the character, so I don't know what to ask for. I bought it to support a Black character. You wasn't wrong. What was wrong with the character, Juju? You know what? I like this because that's fair. I did read all 4 issues. I did consume all 4 issues. What I will do tomorrow, it won't be a comic book review. I'm not doing that. But what I will do is I will make time, set time aside, and do a live comic book review. We'll call it Luke Cage Gang War, the opportunities missed. No, Luke Cage Gang War, missed opportunities. We'll call it that. We'll call it that. Mixed opportunities, and we'll do that. Say that Theo Christopher Priest was reading what people said about T'Challa on message boards and took those criticisms. Yeah, man, listen. What I can say, if nothing else, man, is that I can tell who been listening based on how they write and don't mind interacting. Sarah Eaton, Brian Hill, and hell, I can even give it up to Jonathan Mayberry right now because he's still interacting on social media. Those writers care about their work and they care about those characters. And I think they do better when they're able to interact with readers who actually care about the characters. Not trying to be assholes, penises when it comes to but actually genuinely care about the character and can provide, hey, we got T'Challa. Now, T'Challa is OP. We got Anuke, okay, loving that. Okay, T'Challa get a little bit, okay, got that. Now, here's where I'm at with it. You know, we got 5 tribes in Wakanda. Yeah, none of them really have their own herald except for the Golden tribe. I never understood that because I got to make sense out of this whole challenge day. Well, if T'Challa family has been defending Wakanda since before Wakanda was created, because mostly there was no Wakanda then. Okay, so what's the challenge there about? Who from the other tribe is challenging the avatar of Bash and stands a chance of winning? Because this avatar is superhuman. I get what Reginald Hutland wrote. I go back to that. That should have never been wrote. My guy, we got to do something about that because that makes no sense. That makes no sense. If the Panther clan has been holding it down in Wakanda since day 0, then who's challenging them on challenge day? You got to give me somebody from each tribe that's just as souped up as they are, or if not, everybody from the 5 tribes just agrees that it's them. But even with that, who's challenging who? Why would Sion have on a mask? Why would T'Challa have on a mask fighting each other for Challenge Day when Sion has the abilities of the Black Panther? That makes no sense. You literally said T'Challa as a regular human could defeat his uncle who was the Black Panther. No. That's what gets us to the movie where you got this irresponsible dude talk about, we will now strip away the abilities of the Black. You're not stripping away nothing. You're not stripping away nothing. What we can do to go back to resolve that story with Sion and T'Challa is to say say the same thing that we said about Nahanda. Say Sion dropped the sword. It fits. He never wanted to be Black Panther anyway. The only reason why Sion became Black Panther is because T'Chaka was deleted. Okay, well, he would rather be the diplomat. Okay, he see his nephew is worthy, drop the sword. Because if we can look at Nahanda and say that she was Black Panther well into her old years, nobody ever beat her. Thank you, Karama Horn. Thank you. Nobody ever beat her. Then why in the hell are we sitting up here acting like T'Challa was able to beat Sion? No, Sion dropped the sword. That's what that was. So we don't have to deal with none of that other nonsense. And if we want to go back and look at Zentra and what happened with him and Mamadou Fall, well, you got to be a member of the royal family to ingest the heart-shaped herb anyway, right? Let's go back, retcon that. Zentra is Mamadou Fall's older brother. And since Karama Horn never said anything about Mamadou Fall being from the Jabari tribe, cool. He's now from the Golden tribe. Zentra is his older brother. He found out that the Hyena clan was brainwashing his brother. He made it do what it did. That's how them stories make sense. But you got to care first, though, don't you? You got to care about them characters first, don't you? Then you got to read up on them characters to see where it don't make sense and to see how you can make it make sense. See how that go? Now, if you don't get too damns about them characters, or you ain't reading about them characters like you claim to be, them stories will sit out there like that. And that Forrest Whitaker impression was listen, I like for appreciate that, Stephen. Appreciate that. We in here. So I look at it like this. You're a black comic book fan. We, us understand that this industry, by and large, is European driven, male. We don't have a problem with that. It's reality. But you're a black comic book fan because you just happen to be black, regardless of where you at in this big old world of ours, and you like black superheroes. Well, I never knew it would be my job to do that. I did not know it would be my job to bring to you black superheroes. I didn't know that was my calling in life. I didn't know that it was my responsibility to be the gatekeeper for black superheroes. I didn't know that. But as I started off this video, I'm going to end it. Fearlessness means taking the first step, even if you don't know where it will take you. I did not know where I was headed. I knew Chadwick Boseman had passed. I felt like the message he was trying to get out was going to go away with him. I felt that. Black imagery and black representation. I felt like it was something worth fighting for. And I didn't care what it cost. I've heard people say you can't build up your channel talking about black characters. I don't care. I've heard people now just recently say certain black characters don't matter. I don't care. What I care about as I surveyed the landscape is I didn't see enough people out there repping us, talking about us, keeping us in the loop, not caring. Well, since I've been living, I've seen enough of that in my lifetime to be sick and tired of that. I might not be able to affect it on the political landscape. That's fine. I might not be able to affect it on the social landscape. That's fine too. That's cool. But I learned how to read because of my love for comic books. My moral compass when it comes to what's right and what's wrong, to a degree, it comes from comic books. Truth, justice, and the American way. Don't take a life. That low key, that's Bruce. That's Bruce Wayne. But when it comes to being proud to be a black man, not being intimidated by anybody else, knowing that there's certain standards that I got to live up to, right? That's not Sam Wilson. That's T'Challa. Well, from T'Challa branches out all the other superheroes. That's what that is. As my brother D really alluded to, when we look at damn near every picture that's got a multitude of black superheroes on it, the guy, the character that's up front and center is T'Challa. It ain't Sion. It ain't Hunan. It ain't T'Chaka. It ain't Azuri. It ain't Mosi. It ain't Zentra. It ain't Bashinga. No. It's T'Challa. And we all know it. Well, T'Challa wouldn't just fight for the popular Wakanda. He would fight for all of them. Chadwick wouldn't fight for just the black people that he cared about. He would fight for all. Just look at his quotes. It means being driven by a higher purpose rather than by applause. I would love to tell you that I do this for the likes, but it's for the culture. It's for the culture. So I don't care. Whatever I need while I'm doing this, God has provided. So I'm able to do this as much as y'all want and need me to do it. And I ain't ever got to check for a bill. I ain't ever got to check for a bill. It means knowing that you reveal your character when you stand apart more than when you stand with the crowd. It can be lonely standing up for what's right. That can be a lonely, lonely task. But somebody has to do it. I'm black and I'm proud. I prefer African American, but I'm black and I'm proud. Our characters matter. Their stories matter. Their names matter. Anybody telling you anything less, you might want to ask them what's their motivation. And if you're old enough to know better, then you need to be doing better. Listen, I'm out. Stealth was another underrated black comic book as well. Thank you so much, Cornelius. What's going on? Big Cornelius was in the building. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else tonight, but you decided to pull up here. This video is dedicated to our black creators. It's dedicated to those who have created and published black superheroes. The work, time, attention, and effort that you put in is not unappreciated. No, it's very much appreciated. And there are those of us who be damned if we're going to let somebody belittle, regardless of who they are, your work in regards to the black characters that you created. Thank y'all so much for pulling up and everything like that. Y'all have a great evening. Make sure you take care of yourself. Grandmaster Tarot, I hope you are feeling much better and everything like that. In the meantime, in between time, shout out to the late, great Don Cornelius. Y'all know how we say this. Y'all know how we end this. We want to be able to talk to one another as opposed to talking about one another as in the past tense. So click, like, share, subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, till we see each other again, we wish you love, peace, and soul. I'm out.